Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So this is a really short, complete video on how to crack asynchronous online interviews with 100% accuracy, especially XLRI's asynchronous online interviews. Now, what are asynchronous online interviews? What is the format? What are the types of questions that are asked? What are the number of questions that are asked? What are the points that you have to remember? What are the guidelines that you have to take care of? This video is going to answer all your questions. Okay, so before that, guys, let me remind all of you, if you've not already joined the Telegram channel, Unacademy _Ritu Dudhoria, join it, guys. What are you waiting for? Complete preparation, complete guidance when it comes to the verbal ability section, not just for the CAT examination, but for every single management entrance examination. Use the code Ritu MBA in order to unlock the free plan when you download the Unacademy Learning app. Ritu MBA to take the plus subscription, guys. और क्या ये कोड इससे ज़्यादा आसान कोड आपको याद रखने को नहीं मिलेगा, guys. Ritu मेरा नाम, MBA हमारा गोल. Right, so now let's come to the topic, guys. What are asynchronous online interviews? Guys, synchronous online interviews. What are synchronous online interviews? Something that we've all, been exposed to, something that we all already know of, ki interviewer and interviewee will be in a live interaction. It could be through the online mode, it could be the offline mode, but the interviewer and the interviewer are present at the same time when the interview is ongoing. So आप उनके questions सुनते हो, उस हिसाब से आप answer करते हो, they listen to your answer and based on your answers they give you another, they change their questions or they modulate their questions in order to test you better. So ये normal procedure होता है interview का. But guys, asynchronous online interviews, especially XLRI asynchronous online interviews, what do they mean? So guys, these are interviews which are done online where the interviewer is not present at the same time. Asynchronous, interviewer and interviewer not present at the same time. It's not a live interaction. The questions are pre-recorded. So you have pre-recorded questions. इसका मतलब ये है कि based on your answers, they cannot modulate or they cannot change the questions. The questions are already pre-recorded and it could be in the written format or it could be in a video format and they are shared with the interviewee. So आपके साथ share किया जाता है and you need to answer them. The video is auto captured. You have the interview platform which will auto capture your video and they will be later be evaluated on. So पहले हमको ये समझना जरूरी है कि asynchronous interviews pre-recorded questions which are given to the interviewee, which the interviewee has to record and submit it. Okay, so ये होता है हमारा asynchronous online interviews. Now, what is the format of such interviews? Now, guys, based on the experience of the GMP program, that is the one-year executive MBA program, who were shortlisted for this program have undergone this process. Or usme, guys, the number of questions asked were 8 questions. So we expect that the similar format will also be followed for the the current lot of you who are going to be appearing for the BM and HRM shortlist interviews. So guys, number of questions जो इसमें पूछे जाते हैं वो 8 questions होते हैं. The duration is, guys, you get 3 minutes for each question. So after 3 minutes, the next question and then the next question. Now, in this 3 minutes time, what is expected, what XLRI expects of the candidate is that you take 2 minutes in order to answer, 2 minutes for your, while you're answering the question, while you're speaking. You speak for 2 minutes and you get a minute or so to think if it's required. So this 1 minute is your time to think, is your time to formulate the answer for the question, and then you have 2 minutes time in order to speak and answer and provide the answer for the question. And the mobile interface, the interface or the mode of this is either computer or mobile interface. And there are helpline numbers which XLRI gives, so in case of any technical difficulties or in case of any technical issues. So ये था, guys, your process which the recent students have undergone, and this is what is expected will be followed as well. 8 questions, 3 minutes per question. Now, the questions that where have been asked in asynchronous online interviews are these. Mention an occasion where your integrity was tested. How do you deal with conflict of interest with your boss? So these are more of questions which are asked for working professionals. How did you handle a lot of paperwork and regarding your dynamics with your colleagues, co-curricular activities, your academics? What do you do? Situational questions based on your work. These were the kind of questions which were asked to the experienced candidates, okay, the experienced lot. Now, what we have to remember here over here is, guys, that the answers to these questions, how do you answer these questions, what should you prepare, what are the things, what are the bases that you have to cover, उसके लिए आपको यही channel पे, guys, मेरा next video देखना पड़ेगा, which is going to be on, the top commonly asked 7 questions and what you have to answer when it comes to those questions. But these are the questions that you have to prepare yourselves, and since it's pre-recorded questions, guys, since these questions are more or less standard across candidates, so more or less the judging criteria or the parameters will also be standard. Just if you say mention an occasion where your integrity was tested, you got to think of it, you got to think of a situation wherein it could be any situation. Just हमारे personal life में bribe, okay, someone wanted you to bribe them or someone wanted you to accept bribe, but what integrity, how you displayed your integrity during that situation, you have to draw on that. How did you deal with conflict of interest with your boss? So you have to explain the situation or explain the scenario and how you dealt with it. But guys, in all of these cases, one thing that we have to remember is, especially XLRI places a lot of importance on ethics. There's a lot of importance which is given to ethical conduct. And secondly, guys, there is a lot of importance which should also be given to the rules and regulations or the the structure of the organization. So whenever you're giving your answer, whether it's integrity, whether it's conflict of interest, you have to make sure that you come out as the ethical, as a person who has his ethics in place, and also that you're not, rogue, or you're not going against the rules of the organizations within the organizational framework, within the ethical framework. How have you handled these situations? So this is very important to understand. The next question that you want to have in mind is, what if I'm a fresher? So guys, the common questions which are asked to freshers, and all of these questions, guys, will be answered in the next video. Tell me something about yourself. It's a very common question that is asked not just by XLRI but by practically every institute. Why do you wish to pursue an MBA program? Why XLRI? Why this institute? Why the the HRM program? Why the BM program? What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Situational questions. Situational questions are very popular questions which are asked across interviews. So you have to prepare yourselves, guys. These are answers. These are questions which more or less everybody is asked. So these are something that we have to prepare and keep. Because at 1 minute time that you're given there to think is not that sufficient, correct? So guys, GDPI ke classes attend karo, GDPI ke videos dekho, because it's very, very crucial. All you have to do, guys, is use the code Ritu MBA and just join the Unacademy learning platform, and you will see the amount of classes, sessions, courses and batches which are being conducted just to prepare yourself for these sorts of questions. So now, what are the guidelines that you have to remember? It's an asynchronous interview, but does that mean you be sloppy? Does that mean you be shabby? No. You have to wear a formal dress. You have to be well groomed, and guys, good internet connectivity. I'm sure. So guys, this is something that we all have to keep in mind, and this is the limit which XLRI warrants. Make sure that your microphone, camera, guys, technical हमको एकदम sound रहना पड़ेगा, हमारा internet connection sound रहना पड़ेगा, video quality, audio quality, functional sound रहना पड़ेगा. And please keep the helpline numbers ready, because if there is any disruption during the asynchronous online interview, you can immediately get in touch with them if there's any technical glitch. Prepare the answers and use short sentences, guys. Short sentences. These are, you get 2 minutes to answer. So guys, short sentences. Why? Because you're able to cover as much information as possible. You don't circumlocution नहीं होता, guys. एक ही point आप बार बार explain नहीं करते जाओ. Give them give them an answer which is substantial, which gives them as much information as that question warrants. Tell me something about yourself in 2 minutes. If you're just going to tell them about your educational qualification, which they can already see from your profile, and you're going to tell them your marks, etc., that's not going to work. You have to show how how well-rounded a personality you are. So that's why use short sentences, cover more topic, and you will not go wrong, and you will not make grammatical mistakes and language errors also. Do not panic. If you get a new question, think. You get that 1 minute time to think. So think and answer. That's very important. Just don't jump the gun and start speaking and then break off, or fir aap socho, or fir no. Take that time to think and then answer. Keep the helpline numbers ready, and please make sure that it looks professional. If it's a mobile interface, don't take it while you're moving around or while you're traveling, or keep it in your hand. And it should be stable, it should be professional. Speak loudly, speak clearly, articulate well, use a lot of gestures, use a lot of gesticulation, but not something that will go beyond the frame of the computer screen as well. So guys, these are some tips that I want all of you to work on and start preparing for the asynchronous online interviews. So what are you waiting for, guys? Enroll in the batches launched every day. Take the Plus subscription, the iconic subscription. Very crucial at this stage, guys. While you're taking the subscription, complete preparation, live classes, which you can watch them later in case you miss them out. You have recorded versions. Download the material, download the PDF. Iconic subscription में आपको एक personal mentor मिलता है, who takes you through the complete learning journey. What are you waiting for, guys? Just use the code Ritu MBA and enroll. See you on Combat now. Win exciting prizes. Plus subscription up for grabs. It's the largest fortnightly contest for the CAT examination with Amazon vouchers to win with the Plus subscription up for grabs. So what are you waiting? Just use the code Ritu MBA to unlock. इससे आसान code, guys, नहीं मिलने वाला है. This could be you, this will be you, this shall be you, this should be you, this must be you. Have used all the auxiliary verbs. But yes, guys, it's going to be you. All you need to do is put in a little bit of preparation using the code Ritu MBA. Hope you liked the video. Hope you got all your answers to what are asynchronous online interviews. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. See you in our classes. Take care. Bye-bye.